Hello, welcome to another in my Sudoku series. This morning I'm going to tackle the puzzle Squares by Riffclown. Riffclown has a lot of puzzles on Logic Masters Germany, but I actually have not done any of them, so I'm looking forward to see what this is like. It reminds me of a couple other puzzles we've seen lately of intersecting squares or adjacent squares. We'll see how this one goes. The rules are, I think, all rules that I've shown before, but we'll go over them again. The purple lines are Renban lines. In this case, they're squares. They all have 8 digits in them. And what a Renban line or a square or cross or whatever shape it might be would mean is that every digit on the line is unique. And if you were to order them, like kind of sort them and order them, they would all be consecutive. So, for example, this has 8 digits. So either these 8 digits are going to be the digits 1 to 8 or 2 to 9. I can't have 1, 9 and a gap somewhere in these Renban lines. For the German Whisper square, adjacent digits along the square will need to have a difference of at least 5. So if this were a 3, say, then these two would have to be 5 away from 3. Can't go 5 less than 3. You get the negative digits. So 5 more than 3 would be either an 8 or a 9. And then the blue lines are region sum lines. What that means is that the sum of the digits that the line crosses within each box is the same across boxes. So these 3 digits of this square will total to the same sum as those 2 digits, which will also be the same as those 2 digits, will be the same as this digit. Same here, this digit will be the same as these 2, same as these 2, same as these 3. And those are the rules, the non-Sudoku rules. So let's get into it. And I will admit that as I was setting this up, I kind of noticed the first step, I think, first intended step here, which is based on these 6s. So not many digits on the grid. Looking here, I see the 2 6s, and obviously they interact right here in box 5. And so, okay, where can 6 go in box 5? It has to go in one of these spaces by Sudoku. But that's going to interact with this German Whisper line here because a 6... it can go on a German Whisper line, but if it's on a German Whisper line, the only digit that it can be adjacent to is a 1. And if, in this case, each of these digits on each of these cells has 2 kind of prongs coming from it. Now, in some cases that's going to be okay, but in these 2 cases, if I have a 6 there, I would need to put 1 on both of the adjacencies. So let's say this were a 6. That would mean I have a 1 adjacent here, a 1 adjacent up here. These ones would see each other. That would break the puzzle. So this can't be a 6. And the same thing is going to happen here, right? I have to put a 1 in both of those spots. That would break the box. So I can't have a 6 there. So my 6 is going to have to go here. Now, I have to be a little careful saying that I can't put a 6 on this square. I actually can, right? I could put a 6 in this corner, or any of these 3 corners, actually. Because then the adjacencies don't see each other, right? So the reason that this corner doesn't work, is because the 2 adjacencies are in the same box, whereas that's not true in any of the other corners. So I can eliminate it from here, but I couldn't eliminate 6 from these corners. I mean, I can't here, obviously, because of the box. But anyway, that is where the 6 goes in column 5. And now I'm back to figuring out what to do next. We can try to keep going with 6s. So where does 6 go? Say, actually I'm not seeing anything obvious about where 6s might go. I'm thinking about these Renbans here, right? So these Renbans, as I said before, are going to have, are going to have the digits either 1 to 8 or 2 to 9. So specifically 2 to 8 are on every single one of these Renbans. And so 6 is going to be on every one of these Renbans. So I'm thinking, well, where does Renban go on, where does 6 go on this Renban? It's one of these. I'm not going to mark it because it crosses boxes. Same thing here. It's in one of those cells. Here, actually, I'm very tempted to mark this across box because at least it's in a straight line. But 6 on this Renban is going to be in one of these 3 spots because the 6s I already have. Here, actually, well, here I actually will mark it. Right, I have 6s in one of these spots on this Renban because these are all seen by one of these 2 6s. And if I think now about this Renban here, there's a 6 in one of those. That's going to eliminate the 6 here. So I actually do have somewhat of a restriction here on 6s on this Renban. But I think that is all I'm going to get here. I don't think I can do anything. Okay, so yeah, so I don't think I can do anything in the whisper lines. And immediately I should have thought about this region sum line. Region sum lines tend to be good places to start if you've got kind of mixed clue types. Region sum lines will usually give you something good to start with, and here is not an exception. This 6 on this region sum line means that, well, what's the smallest that this region sum line can sum to in each box? Well, the smallest, based on the 6, is, well, I could put a 1 and a 2 in both of those spots. It's the smallest I could get this sum to. And if I do that, I'm going to get to 9. And 9 is also the largest it can be because I have a single digit in the region sum box here. So in fact, 9 is going to be the sum. I'm going to have a 1, 2 here and a 9 here. And that means these are going to sum to 9. I don't know exactly how yet, but I am going to get 9s in those. And now I'm thinking about what that 1, 2 pair is going to do for me. The other thing I'm going to do is actually mark this, because I know similarly on this region sum line, there's a kind of a 3-digit sum here. They'll have to be different, so it's at least 6. So this single digit has to be at least 6. It can't actually be 6 because of, take your pick of these 6s. So it's either 7, 8, or 9. I don't know which yet. Now I'm going to think again about these 1, 2s. This 1, 2, specifically I'm thinking about this German whisper line because, I've explained this before, but in case you haven't watched any of those videos, German whisper lines have this fun property where once I know the polarity, and by polarity I just mean whether a digit is above 5 or below 5, right? Whether there's a high digit or a low digit. Once I know the polarity of a single digit on the line, I know for the rest of the line because adjacent digits, because they have to be different by at least 5. And to differ by 5, if you're a low digit, you have to end up in a high digit place. If you're a high digit, you have to end up in a low digit place. It's going to end up alternating, right? So I can kind of highlight these cells, these alternating cells. These are all high digits, right? And these are all going to be low digits. And this 1, 2 pair is actually going to get rid of 1, 2 from here. And I've got this cell being either a 3 or a 4. So these can neither be 6 nor 7 because, let's say we're 7, they have to be adjacent to, at minimum, or maximum, I guess, a 3. That's only a difference of 4. It can't get low enough to make that 7 work. So these are both either 8 or 9. This can't be 6 for the exact reason we described before. This can't be 6, again, because these would both have to be 1 if that were 6. And I do have this 7, 8, 9 triple here, which might be useful, but I don't immediately, and actually with a 6. So these are all kind of lower digits. I have a 6 somewhere on this Renban in one of these 2 spots, but I don't know which yet. I almost said this can't be 4, but it could be 4. These could both be 9. There's no problem with that. This digit is the same as this digit because I've got a 7, 8, 9 triple here, and here in the column and here in the box. So whatever this is can't be in either of those 2. It's going to have to be here. I'm going to mark that. Let's use orange to mark that those are the same. And then this orange digit will have to be over here somewhere. It could even be here, right? This could be 7 or 8 over here. That's fine. I don't see an issue with that. And then these digits are going to be from 3, 4, and 5, just completing the box with what's left. I have this 1, 2 pair here, which means this Renban is 1 to 8. It can't have a 9 on it because I have a 1 on it for sure, right? This 1, 2 pair, they're both on this Renban square. So there's definitely a 1 on here, so it can't be a 9. So this isn't 9. 9 is one of these. So 9 is one of these. That's not so helpful. From here, what do? I can think about, this Renban again. This can't be, since this has 1, 2 on the Renban, 1, 2 can't be anywhere else on the Renban, so it can't be up here. So this is 3 or 4, and just like this 3 or 4, that's going to eliminate 7 from being possible here. So these are both 8s. I didn't need to mark that after all. And this 8 makes this a 9, makes this a 7. This 7 is going to make this region sum 1, 2, 4. That's the only 3-digit combo that can sum to 7. Now 7 has to go in this Renban. It's in one of those 2 spots, which I'm not going to mark because it's across boxes, but I'm going to try. That's 9 because of this 8. And that means there's no 1 in this Renban, but I don't see immediately how to take advantage of that. This can't be 4 because of this 8. This can't be 4, so that's a 3. So I've got 1, 2, 3 in the Renban. These are 4, 5, 6, 7 in some order. It's too many digits, I think, to mark just yet. If I get desperate, I might come back to that. I do have a 3 in one of these spots, but I'm not sure where. Now I'm getting a little bit stuck. Right, so this German whisper line is basically useless given the markings I have, because everything, I mean, nothing I could put in would change anything else. I just have low digits across very high digits, so I can stop thinking about this as a German whisper line per se. I've got a lot of digits on this Renban. This 9 means that this Renban is the 2 to 9 version, which means it doesn't have a 1 on it, which means that's not a 1, that's the 2. Puts the 1 over here, which means there's, that doesn't mean anything. I almost said that means something about this Renban, but that's clearly nonsense. Over here, I still have 4 to 7 missing. I don't know where. Here I've got, there's no 1, so it's 3 to 5 plus 8 missing here. These are both 2 to 5 because 6 sees both of these spots. So to sum to 7, it's either 2, 5 or 3, 4. Almost have something here with 2, 3, 4, 5. So what's missing is 1. So one of these is a 1. One of these is a 1, but not this one because it's on the same Renban as that 9. It's an 8-digit Renban, so you can't get all the way from 9 to 1. Let's see. So this doesn't have a 1 on it. So this is somewhere between 2 to 7. Should I start? Maybe I should. So the possibilities here are 4, 5, and 7, right? Because 2, 3, and 6 are taken. That makes this 2, 4, or 5. This actually can't be 4 or 5. It can't be a 4 or 5 pair because that would eliminate 4 and 5 from this region sum line, making it 2 and 3, but 2 and 3 sum to 5, not 7. So this can't be a 4 or 5. It's got to be a 7, 2. That makes this a 1, 2 pair. I should have seen this before. This 9 on this Renban means there's no 1 on it, so that's not a 1. In fact, it's a 2, and the 1 goes up top. So now 2, 5 is gone from here. This is a 3, 4 pair. That makes this a 5. These can't be 5. Let's see. 7, what are we missing here? We're missing 2, 9, and 4. No, it's not 2. What am I missing? I'm missing 1, 4, 5, and 9. And I don't see, this can't be 4 because of this 3, 4 pair. So the 4 is definitely up here, which I could have known from these 3, 4 pairs. In fact, well, yeah, I already have the 3. So that's not 3. This can't be a 3, 4 pair because of this 3, 4 here. If this were a 3, 4 pair, that would mean nothing could go in this cell. So this is a 2, 5 pair. It also would eliminate this 3, 4 from being possible. Or I could have done the Renban. These 3, 4 mean that there's no 3, 4 here. This 2 on the Renban means that this isn't 2. That's a 5. So what's missing from here? There's no 1 on the Renban because of the 9, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, missing 8. So we've got our 8 here. 8 has to go in one of those spots. And the other one is the missing of 5 and 9. So up here, I need a 7, and I'm missing 5 or 9. What am I missing from here? I'm missing 3, 4, 6, 7. There's no 6 here. So I knew that. I've known this forever. I just want to mark it because it goes across a box. Because there's a 6 in one of these spots here. This isn't 3, but this could be. Could this be actually? Yeah, it could be. Okay, I've got a 4 in here, a 4 in here. One of these is a 4. That is weak sauce, but I'll take it. This 2, and there's no 2 here. Also, there's a 2 here. If I can get the third digit that has to go in this row of box 9, that might help me, but I don't know how I'm going to get that just yet. Maybe I should think about this sum, what this sum could be. So this cell is pretty restricted. It could be 1, 3, 4, or 8 across from that. So this can't be 8 because I'll put a 1 here, which see there. So this is 5, 6, or 8, which is on this Renban, so it can't be 8. So now I've got this 3, 4 pair here on the Renban. That's good. This 9 means that's not 9. So what am I missing on this Renban? I'm missing 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, no, sorry. This is 9. Wow. I thought this 9 was on the Renban, but it's just inside the Renban, so it is not on the Renban. So this actually can be 9. I'm glad I caught that before either I broke the puzzle or accidentally solved it with a bad deduction. What about this row? What am I missing? I'm missing 1, 8, and 9. Can I say anything about where? I don't know, because there's no 9 on this. I actually don't know whether this is a 1 to 9, sorry, 1 to 8 or a 2 to 9 Renban. So it could be a 9 on here or a 1. There's definitely 6. There's definitely 7, which is not in either of those cells. So there's a 7 here somewhere and not here because of this 7. That puts a 7 down here. And let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm missing 6, which is not here. So one of these is 6. Okay, that fixes a 6. So there's 6 here because that's the only place it can go in column 3. That tells me where the 6 is on this Renban, because I remember I had this. It was one of these two spots. This one now sees this 6, so my 6 goes here. I've got a 6 in one of those, but that 6 means it's one of these. 6, 6, I've got a 6 in one of those. That's, I guess I'll mark it, but not so helpful. 6 is in one of these. All right, I have a 6 in one of those spots, but it just isn't, oh, it's not here either. So I've got, yeah, I don't think it's gonna help me, but it might help me fill in the digits later once we kind of disambiguate how these things flip around. So what's left to do? So 5, this is not a 9 because it's on a Renban with a 1. And I'm missing here 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's a 4, okay, so there's a 4 on this Renban, not here. Why was this not a 4? This is not a 4 because of this 3, 4 pair. Right, so the 4 has to be one of these, which means this can't be a 4, because if this were a 4, there'd be no place for 4 left on the Renban. So that's 3. Oops. That's going to tell me how to fix these 3s and 4s. Not this one, though. Yeah, not this one. But this 3 sums to 9 with that 6. So that's not 6, that's 6. So what's left here? 5, 7, and 4. So I'll just mark this. 4, 5, 7. What's next? On this Renban, I have, what's missing? I have a 9 here, so there's no 1. It's 3, 4, and 7. This is not 3, so 3 is in one of those for sure. With this 3, that means 3 is up here, but not here. Where does 3 go down here? It could be any of those. No, but not on the Renban, so it's one of those. Almost helpful, not quite helpful. Okay, on this column, I have 1, 2, this is not 5. 1, 2, 4, 7. This isn't 2, so 2 is one of these, which I could have gotten just normal Sudoku. I'm not going to mark the 1, 4, 7, I don't think. It's getting a little busy in the grid, so I'm going to try to limit my marking here. But I'm just not quite sure where to go. I feel like it's got to be this Renban, but I just don't see it. So 6 and 7 are here. 5 adds this as a possible place for 5s. And then I've got to add 8 somewhere, and then either 1 or 9. But I don't know which. And if there is a 9, it's in one of these spots. There doesn't have to be a 9. I'm just kind of thinking out loud through all the things that are going through my head as I scan the board, try to find this last bit of breakthrough. You have to color 3s and 4s, right? Because these are different, so these are the same. Does that help me? It does actually. Okay, so this is yeah, I'm gonna use this. It's a little bit look aheady, but I think it's okay. Kind of hard for a two-star puzzle, so I think there's probably an easier way, but for the sake of time, I'm gonna go through it. So this can't be a 4. Why can't this be a 4? If this were a 4, where would 4 go in box 7? Well, this 4 would just mean that that's a 4 because it's a 1, 2, 4 triple. It wouldn't be in either of these spots. So this is a 4. And now if this were also a 4, then where does 4 go on this Renban? Can't go anywhere because these two 4s eliminate it from all the possible spots it could be. So this can't be a 4. These are actually the 3. No, I messed that up. Sorry, that's a 4. That's a 3. So that's not a 4, that's a 1. So now I got a 2, 4 pair here. Got a 4 here. So 4 is in one of these spots. Here I'm missing a lot. 3, 5, 9 in addition to the 6, 7. Oh, but 3, 5, 9 are here. So that is just a naked 7. And that makes this a 4, 7, 3. That's 1 and 2. So those aren't 7. What's missing here? 5, 8, and 9. This isn't 8. So 3 is now, that's not worth marking. That maybe is worth marking. 3 is in one of those spots, and then whatever 5, 9 is missing from here will go here. I was going to say goes here, but that's not necessarily true. It could go here or here. Actually, 5, 9, 8, yeah, that's just an 8. Sorry, so that's not 8. That's not 8. So what is this? This is not 9. So that's 1. This is just 4, 7. I've got this 4, 7 pair here. So this is 1 or 2. So those aren't 1. We got 8, 9. We're missing here. The other 4, 7. And I'm missing, no, not 3. What am I missing here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm missing the 5. Can I do this Renban yet? No. Right, this 4, 7. So one of these is 5, but I don't know which. So, but these aren't 5. Does that help me? I have a 2 in one of these. And the missing, oh, no, this 7. C is 5, 4, 7. 4, 7. So these aren't the 7. Okay, now from here I'm missing 2, and I'm missing 9. What's here? That's got an 8 with something from 2, 5, or 9. That's not 2, not quite. So okay, this can't be 4. What's missing from this column is 1, 2, 5, 8. That's too much to mark. I don't see how that's helpful yet. I've got all these pairs. Okay, that's 8 or 9. So if this is 8 or 9, I get an 8, 9 pair here. This becomes 5, 6, 7. I think that's fine. If this is 5, I still have 6, 7, and then either 8 making that 9 or 1 making that 8. No, I don't see it. Oh, that's not 5 actually. So now this actually just is an 8, 9 pair. Okay, because of this 5 means these are 5. This is an 8, 9 pair. That's a 1, 5. Let's see, this is not 9. This is not 5. That's 7. 7 is one of these. Okay, so now back to this Renban. I have 8 and 9 on the Renban and 2, 3, 4. So these are 5, 6, 7. So this, one of these is for sure, no, that's not true. One of these is for 7. I almost said 5, but I just misread the grid. That's not 7, so that's 5, 6, 7. 5 makes this 1. 1 is now the missing digit here that I was looking for before. That makes this pair 3, 8, but I know which way they go from this 8. That gives me 9, 8, which tells me this 9 across the Renban. I still can't figure out those. Or that. One of these is a 9, but that isn't it. It's okay. This is 5. No, there's no 5 here. So that's 9 and 3. This is a 5, 6 pair. So this is a 5 And this is 2, 8, 9. This one's not 2. Okay, so it's just Sudoku at this point. I should be able to do this. 1, 2, and 8, with one of them being an 8. That's not 1, that's not 2. Oh. I can just mark it all, but I'm wondering if there's a cuter way that this ends. I don't see it. So, okay, so what's missing here is I've got, no, this is almost a triple, but not quite. So whatever's missing from this 1, 2, 8, 9 quadruple is going to go in here. And then there's also going to be a 5. And I don't know anything. Oh, I know it's here. So this is a 7, 5 pair. Oh, I'm sorry. This 4 gives me 9, 4. Yeah, sorry. This is easier that I'm making it. That's not 8. This 8 makes this a 1. Whatever's missing here. So this is either 3 or 2, 2 or 9. So there's no 8 anywhere here. Well, yeah, obviously. 8 Sudokus makes that 8. And then how do I finish this off? 2, just what's missing here is 2. So we've got 1, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, this 3 makes this 2, that 3, that 9, yeah. So just very basic Sudoku that I can't see the digits of. 2 makes this 1 and 2, makes this 4 and a 1, makes this 5 and a 4, makes this 7 and 5. And hopefully that's, yeah, solution's in there, it's right. So we did it. And that's a cute little puzzle. I liked the start of it. I liked kind of this flow of how these squares kind of all intersect with each other. Again, fairly easy puzzle, on the easier side at least. I think 2 stars is probably the right rating. But it had some fun little moments. So thanks Riffclown for setting that, and thank you for watching it. And I hope you have a great day. Bye.